Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited because I'm going to be following one of my favorite YouTubers' makeup tutorial. If you already saw the title, then you know exactly who I'll be following. She is one of my favorite YouTubers. She always makes videos about what her subscribers want to see. She's always commenting back and hearting comments. I just love her to death. She inspires me. She's such a hard worker. And I thought, why not join everybody else and make one of these videos too. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I'm going to try to be posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It might be a little bit hard, but I'm going to try to do it. So, like she says, let's just get right into the video.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have this super easy Valentine's Day makeup tutorial for you using all drugstore and affordable makeup products. I love the way this look turned out. It's one of my favorites to do. I just used obviously all drugstore products, but it's super smoky. It's really easy to achieve and I really like it because it's not too over the top, but it's still not like natural. You know what I mean? Like it's still glam. I really hope you guys enjoy it and I don't really have any updates for you guys, but I hope you're doing well and let's just go ahead and get started.
By the way, please don't mind this ugly, annoying blemish.
Okay, so brows are done because I feel like you guys have seen me do my brows on camera like a million times, so I just like skipped through it. I'm gonna just start off.
In the description box, she said that she used the Wet n Wild pencil and then her NYX pomade. And I know this is a drugstore tutorial, so I'm gonna try to keep it drugstore, but there are a couple things that I don't have, and the only thing that's similar to what she's using are kind of higher end things. So to do my brows, I'm going to be using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and my Anastasia pomade. I don't usually fill in my brows like she does. I usually just use a pencil and then kind of put some eyebrow gel in, and that's pretty much it. But I know that she outlines her brows in a pencil and then fills it in with a pomade and then outlines it with like a concealer, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also really excited to do this because I love watching her channel, but we have such different skin types and kind of styles of doing makeup. So I'm also pretty excited about that. I don't really like this color for me, that's why I don't really use this. It's kind of a little bit too red, if you can see, but that's all I have, so that's what we're gonna use today. As you can tell, I don't know how to use the pomade very well. I don't like the color of it, but you know, for Jasmine, we're gonna stick it out. I don't want to let her down. To fix this mess, so this is what the brows are looking like. Honestly, this is the best they're gonna get. I know they look really weird. I'm not used to using pomade. I think it's a little bit too much for me, so I don't usually use pomades, but we are following her tutorial. Let's just move on now. Oh, and she also primed her lids, so I'm gonna be doing that too. So eyebrows are done, lids are primed. I think we are good to go. And if you hear stuff in the background, it's my lovely family. Let's just keep going.
It's with the NYX Full Coverage Concealer, and this one is in the shade Beige. So I first always like to apply this with a flat concealer.
Thought she already primed her lids, but I guess I was wrong. Okay.
Today I'm using my
anyways, continuing on.
Beauty blender. I love this color. It's literally so cute and it reminds me of spring. Alright, so I'm starting off today with the Wet n Wild Nude Awakening palette. As you guys know, Wet n Wild did redo their eyeshadow packaging, and I actually really like this packaging better. And they added a few different shades. Like, I feel like these palettes are better in my opinion than their old ones because they have like more transition colors and more matte shades. So this one is just a really nice neutral one. And I'm going to start off by...
Hold on, I gotta open mine. I just bought this. I bought this just for this video, but I can really see myself using this a lot. I have, give me a second. I have the Rose in the Air one, but I didn't have this one, so I went and picked this one up. And I really like this one. This one is really, really good. So I was like, why not pick this up? And I think it's only $5. Can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with $5 eyeshadow palettes. You just can't. Okay, now we can continue.
Taking the cream color just to go ahead and set my lid. I'm using a flat shader brush. This one is from Violet Voss. Alright, so I'm starting off with this color right here. It's a really light transition shade, and I'm just going to be applying that right into my crease. And to do that, I'm going to be using a Morphe E27 brush. It's just a really big, fluffy brush. I cannot talk today. I'm just going to take this shade and just apply it all over my lid, in my crease. It's a really light, you can see it's like literally a light transition color. It's maybe like a shade or two darker than my actual skin tone, but that's why I like it, because it is so light. So I like to just gradually build it up as I go. These eyeshadow palettes are only $5. I'm not really sure if they are currently available in stores yet. Like, I'm pretty sure that they are.
I got mine at Walgreens, so they are. So, like she said, I'm just building this up in the crease.
Usually my Wet n Wild products are always at Walmart, or I'm not sure, Target. Yeah, Target does have Wet n Wild. Then I'm using another blending brush. This one is the Morphe M511. It's just a really nice, like, sort of tapered blending brush. I want to say it's like a burgundy-ish color, but I love shades like this. And I'm just gonna take that, tap off the excess, and apply that in my crease. Kind of flicking the eyeshadow, like, down. I don't want it to be a super dark look, but I still want to add a little bit of like a smoky dark look to it, but not too much, you know, just really light. And I do really tiny little circular motions just like this, and then I'll kind of like blend the product downwards a little bit on my lid. I'm really just focusing this on the crease, as you can see. Then for the fun part, I'm going to go ahead and take some sticky Scotch tape.
Let me go find some tape. So I found some tape. I was like, oh my god, I forgot the tape. I found the tape.
Take the tape, apply it to the back of my hand, and then take it off. Because this tape can be a little harsh around your eyes, so you don't want it to be too sticky. So then I'm basically going to apply this on the outer part of my eye, just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna just use an angled brush. This one is from Royal & Langnickel. It's just a really tiny brow brush. The smaller, the better, because it just makes the process a little bit easier. I'm gonna dip into this black color right in here. And what I'm gonna do is kind of do a wing with my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna pretend this is like gel liner and basically just do a wing. So what I like to do is kind of start on the outer part first. And you see I'm basically just kind of drawing right on top of where I have that tape. I've done this several times on my channel. I love doing this with different colors. You can use a brown, you can use
it makes it
really,
so much easier.
But you see it just gives you that wing effect, and I like to build up the black. I'm pretty much just using the tape for the wing part because for the rest of my eye I don't really need the tape, but that's what that looks like. And I love doing this. I do it all the time. Well, I actually haven't done it in a little while because I've just been like doing super simple looks. But whenever I do this, I get so many compliments because it looks like you're wearing eyeliner, but at the same time, it's a little bit softer than just like a regular gel or liquid liner. So it looks really pretty, really smoky, and it doesn't make your eyes look super dramatic. So I'm gonna just remove the tape. Yes, there is fallout, but I don't really mind fallout. That's why I always like to do my eye makeup before face anyways. And when you remove your tape, you have your nice little wing. Okay, then with a smaller brush, this one is from Morphe. I love this one because it's a little tiny brush. It's not too fluffy, but it's like the perfect size for what I'm about to do. This is the M506. I'm gonna take a little bit of the black, like just a smudge because it's so pigmented, tap off the excess, and I'm basically gonna take this and smudge that right where I applied my eyeliner, smudging it upwards towards my lid. Now, you don't have to do this. You could totally just leave it like this. It's obviously just personal preference, but this just gives the look like such a smoky look to it, and I really love it because it's not too dramatic, you know? It's not like we're going in with a bunch of black eyeshadow everywhere. It's just a little bit of a smoky look. I'm just using a NYX blending brush just to blend this out a little bit more, make it a little darker.
This is really like pretty and smoky.
Once I blend that out a little bit with the same NYX blending brush, I'm just gonna add more of the burgundy color.
This is what it is looking like so far. I don't know.
What I'm gonna do is just tight line my upper waterline, and I'm just using this
I'm using my Urban Decay Slide On Glide On
in the shade Black, just so I don't have that gap in between my...
And everything that I'm using, I will link down below. I don't have the Carbon Black mascara. I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara.
Luxe Opulent lashes. These are one of my favorite pairs.
And then for lashes, I don't have those either. So I'm just gonna use these. I got them from TJ Maxx. She talks about them a lot if you watch her channel. They're called the Glam Wispies. And I know that she uses these a lot. So I'm going to use these too because I don't have the ones that she has. I bought these because they looked so pretty on her, so I was like, maybe they'll make me look pretty. Didn't work. I know she uses her Kiss lash glue, but I really like the Duo lash glue. That's what I'm gonna use.
They're super long, but they have a really nice thin band, so they're really easy to apply. Alright, so I'm just waiting for my lash glue to dry, and I'm just gonna wait for that and just move on to the face in the meantime. So, what I'm gonna first do is take the Milani Instant Touch-Up Blur Stick, just to go ahead and prime a little bit.
Okay, I got my lash glue on. We'll wait for that to dry and do what she wants to do. I don't have that, and I don't have the One Heck of a Blot primer that she's going to use. I'm going to use the Cover FX blurring primer, and I don't have oily skin, so I don't really get mattifying primers, which is what the One Heck of a Blot is. So I stole my sister's NYX Shine Killer, and I'll just be using that instead.
And a little bit on my forehead. So I really like this. It literally looks like a glue stick, but I've been loving it lately. It really smooths out the skin, and it feels really, really nice. So then once I rub that in with the stick, I just go in with my finger and kind of really press it into the skin. So since that really just smooths my skin, it doesn't really like mattify it, I'm going to use my Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer just on my forehead, basically. Like in between my brows is where I get the most oily.
Oh, I'm nervous for this part.
It's not going to move today.
Hold on, Jasmine. Hold on a second. This makes me so nervous because I have really dry skin, and I usually get the most dry right between my eyebrows, and that's where she gets the most oily, so I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, then she's putting her lashes on, so I'm gonna put my lashes on. I don't think I cut them evenly because this side is a little bit different. But that's okay. We're gonna keep going on. Because, you know what, this is life. Life is not perfect.
Alright, so for foundation, I'm using one of my all-time favorites. This is the L'Oreal Pro Glow in the shade 204. I really like this because it gives you a natural glow from within. It's not too aggressive or greasy or anything like whatsoever.
I have mine in 202.
I'm gonna use this today with my new favorite foundation brush. This is the Kokie.
I don't have that one, but I have my Morphe one, so I'm gonna use that.
I like this more than the Morphe M439. That's kind of
I'm using the one that she's talking about.
The Morphe one really packs on the foundation like more so than this one, but I don't know, this one is just like nice because it still gives you a full coverage look, but it's not really...
Wow, it's a dark circle right there.
I like them both, but
can't wait for concealer.
Amazing. So I'm basically just gonna really press this into the skin.
I always like to blend mine down to my neck.
Concealer, I'm using my favorite, the Ulta Beauty.
I have mine in Light Cool.
Because the shade Light Warm, I feel like it's a little too light for me, even though I am so fair, but this is like way too light. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this, and then over top, I'm gonna use the shade Medium Warm, and I feel like this is a little too dark for me right now. So it's like I need a shade in between both of these. So I'm just going to mix them right now.
So I'm going to use my Beauty Blender.
Color, or like especially when I'm a little bit tanner than this. Medium warm is perfect, but I can still make it work with both. And I'm going to use my Beauty Blender just to blend that in. I love this concealer. For those of you wondering if I like this one more than the Makeup Revolution concealer, I'll have to say yes. I don't know why. This concealer, like, it's just so good because it's like, it gives you such great coverage like the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's a little bit less thick than that one, and it's a little bit less thick than the Makeup Revolution one, and you don't have to layer it.
I forgot she does that.
I obviously layered it because I needed 2 different shades, but you really don't have to do that to get good coverage, which is why I love this one so much. Okay, so then to go ahead and set my concealer, I'm using the Makeup Revolution.
I don't have a banana powder, but I have this palette by Physicians Formula, and there's this like banana color in it. I'm just gonna use that because mine is a pressed powder. I'm just gonna use a brush. Sorry, Jasmine.
This little tiny lid, and then I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender and just set from the outer corner of my eye to the inner corner of my eye. And I do back and forth because this helps me with my creasing underneath.
Me too, I have creasing.
As bad when I do it this way, so I just kind of run my Beauty Blender back and forth under there. To set the rest of my face, one of my favorite powders.
I have that.
Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder, and I have this one in the shade Warm Light. And I'm just going to be using a flat powder brush. This one is from Ollie and Olivia. It's just from TJ Maxx. You guys know I love TJ Maxx, and they have really great brushes. So I'm just going to literally pack the powder on to my cheeks.
I'm just using this IT Cosmetics really big one.
My eyes, and then we'll finish up the rest of the face.
This video is going to be like 80 minutes long.
The burgundy color right here.
Sorry.
Actually mix it with the shade right next to it. And I'm basically just going to smudge this on my lower lash line. It doesn't have to be too precise and not
Those
too
two
intense, but just to
right
really
there.
balance everything out. And to do this, I'm going to use a Morphe E18 brush, and it's just a really nice little domed pencil brush. Taking the matte shade right in here, and I'm going to apply that to my brow bone using a really tiny little brush. This one's also from Morphe. It's the E36. Sound like a broken record, but this video is not sponsored by Morphe. I'm just going to go ahead and line my waterline with the Kokie Cosmetics Velvet Smooth Eyeliner in the shade.
I'm going to use this Rimmel liner
I'm going to
instead.
apply some bottom lash mascara using the same one from earlier. When I apply my lower lash mascara, I talked about this before, I like to kind of squint a little bit, and I feel like it gives me the illusion of longer lashes.
So I'm just going to use this one for my lower lashes instead. This is the CoverGirl Supersizer.
Well, and since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and set my brows using the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. Alright, moving back to the face, I'm going to just bronze set my brows using the Maybelline Brow
I have that. The more that I'm looking at my eye makeup, the more that I'm really liking that. And I can see that that's like a really pretty, everyday kind of effortless, like, smoky eye. I like it.
I'm going to just bronze and do a little bit of contouring with the Catrice Sun Glow Matte Bronzing Powder. And this one is in the shade 20 Deep Bronze. It's a really nice, warm...
I don't have that. I have the Rimmel one, though.
I just used this the other day, like, for the first time, and it's super pigmented. So I'm just going to dip my brush in here a little bit, tap off the excess, and I'm using the Morphe M527 just to really bronze the skin. And Catrice is available at Ulta. Super affordable. To really just chisel my cheeks out.
I'm just going to use the same brush, but just put a little bit more right by my hairline, like she said.
Just really concentrate this right on, like, where my hairline is. To clean that up a little bit, I'm going to just use the same Wet n Wild powder that I was using earlier in the shade Warm Light. And with a Wet n Wild
I'm going to wipe off my lips because I don't...
clean that up. For blush, I'm using the Essence Satin Touch Blush, and this one is in the shade Satin Love.
I have that.
I love this. I feel like it kind of goes with the eyes because it's a little bit more of a cool tone blush, and the eyes are definitely cool tone today. I'm using a stippling brush, by the way.
Mine's from Real Techniques.
For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Illuminating Highlighting Palette. I love this palette so much. It just looks like this. I picked this up online. It's $15, but it's amazing. You get like 4 full-size highlighters. So I'm going to use my Morphe M501, which is like my favorite brush for highlighting, and I'm going to be using the shade right up here in the top, and I'm actually going to mix it with this little pinky shade right here. Really pretty. So I'm just going to take that and apply it right to the top of my cheekbones, above my brow, sort of in like a C motion, down my nose, above my lip. I have a zit there, so I probably shouldn't do that, but that's okay because it's already done. I love Wet n Wild highlighters because they're so... Okay, so for the lip...
We have the chocolate shop, so I'm lining my lips with that. But I don't have the Pixie lip, so I'm just going to use this L'Oreal Infallible lip paint, or whatever they're called.
I've been using them like non-stop in my past couple of videos, but these are really, really good, and you can get these at Target. I'm going to use a gloss, the Milani.
I don't have that gloss either, so I'm going to use the NYX Butter Gloss and Tiramisu.
Alright guys, so the final thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and lock my makeup into place, and you already know my all-time favorite drugstore setting spray is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. So I'm just going to go ahead and set everything.
That was probably the ugliest set that you've ever seen, but it's okay. I think I want to do another one.
Treat yourself, whether it's candy, your favorite meal, new makeup product. Treat yourself because you deserve it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your continued love and support, and I'll see you in a few days in my next video. Bye!
If you would, tag Jasmine in it so she sees it. That would make my day. Let me know if you guys want me to follow along to another tutorial and to who down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.